and welcome to UK's Strongest Man 2013 here on Challenge in the shadows of the Titanic building in Belfast. I'm Nick Aldis.
And I'm Matt Bell, and together we make one adequate presenter. Prepare yourselves, you better be strapped in, you better be ready, you better have a cup of Horlicks, because we're about to see 16 men battle their way into the history books.
Those 16 men were divided into two groups of 8. And before we take a look at Group B, let's remind ourselves of what happened with Group A.
Ed Hall, adjudged not to have crossed the line by the referee, and that has cost him valuable seconds. Meanwhile, it's Tom Shaw who gets over the finish line first. Terrific display, Ed Hall, not a happy man. Ed Hall stands alone, and then engages in conversation with the crowd and holding it for an inordinate amount of time. Ed Hall is the winner of the Monster Strong Axle Press. But Ed Hall knows that he's in such a commanding position that he's going to take the event off. Hoist it up and becomes the first man to get all 5 stones up onto the plinth. Ed Hall, who didn't even attempt a single stone, safe in the knowledge that he is through to the second day. But what a performance by Tom Shaw. So Nathan Llewellyn securing his passage through to day 2. And you really have to feel for Mark Hunter, who was eliminated despite having the same number of points as the Welshman.
Well, there you have it, Tom Shaw and Ed Hall totally dominating Group A, but interesting point of note is Eddie Hall's actually looking a little bit sluggish.
Well, you say that, but he was coming off a 30-hour flight from China after competing in World's Strongest Man, and as someone who flies a lot, I can tell you, it takes it out of you.
Dude, it was like an hour and a half here from London, and I can tell you, air travel is tiring, right? Let's meet the athletes.
Nicky Whelan, 29, County Wexford, Ireland. Last year in the UK Strongest Man, I placed 4th overall, so I was pretty happy with that, you know. It's the best placing so far, so can't complain. The ambition this year, to be honest, is to get through the competition without injury and do the best I can do. That's basically it, you know.
Ben Kelsey, I'm 28 and I'm from Oxford in England. It's the first time, it's the first experience for me. I haven't been here before. I've heard very good things about it. I'm looking forward to it. Quietly confident, I want to make the final. The events on the final day aren't perfect for me, so if I get onto that final day, I'll be happy to see what happens.
Luke Stoltman, 28 years old, Inverness. At the Scotland Strongest Man, I won 4 out of the 6 events. I think I won it by an event, or almost an event, so I was quite happy with the result, obviously getting the win. I've been watching all these guys for the last few years competing on TV, so it's nice to get up against them and see what can happen in the mix of things.
Wayne Smith, 30, Leicester in England. I've said to myself already, if I can make the first day, that's an achievement in itself, because I've had no prep time at all. I'm here because 2 guys dropped out. If I can do the first day, then I'm happy. Everybody's got a chance. Anything can happen. It is what it is. Every event is what it is. I'll just do my best, and if I can do my best, that's all I can ask for.
Daniel Gannon, 28 years old, from Wexford in Ireland. Well, Ireland's Strongest Man didn't go so well for me. I actually only came 5th, so I'm here on the basis that I was a reserve. The events that normally go quite well for me are more kind of moving, more dynamic events. Nobody competes without injuries. You know, I generally don't talk about them because it just makes it sound like I'm making excuses, which is something I don't do.
Kelvin Gardner, 36, from Neath Abbey in South Wales. Last year's competition, I almost made it to the final. I actually lost on countback. This year, I changed the way I train. I've dropped a good stone or 2 in weight, hopefully a good stone or 2. Strength's still pretty much there. So today is going to be the big day to see if it's worked, really.
Simon Johnston, 31, from Rhyl, North Wales. For this competition, I'd like to think I could get on the podium. Feel confident in the events, ones that are usually good for me. So there's no reason, you know, with a bit of luck, that I can't make the podium this year. I try to concentrate on what I'm going to do, rather than what everyone else can do.
Mick Brown, 50 years old, from Yorkshire in England. Oh, to get this opportunity to compete at this level is absolutely fantastic. Like, I mean, I've always sort of like dreamt about doing from starting training. Most thing I'm looking forward to is just a very good tear up and then get on Guinness after, like, but
So there's a look at the athletes from Group B, but before we go any further, we have to meet our illustrious head referee, former 4 times world's strongest man.
He hails from the country of Iceland, and here's a mini factoid for you. They actually eat sheep's head, salted fish, and puffins. It's Magnus V. Magnusson.
We got the super yoke, a massive load of 450 kilos. Each guy has to pick it up and carry it all together 20 meters on a 10 meters course. They go under it and off they go. Now this is a really tough event and I don't expect everybody to finish it.
So Magnus V. Magnusson setting the scene ahead of the opening event here in Group B of UK Strongest Man, the Railway Walk Super Yoke. Nicky Whelan from Ireland, looking to get through this opening day injury-free, one of his stated aims. Ben Kelsey in lane 2, 28 years of age, and a really impressive performer at the lower weight class of 105 kilograms. His first UK Strongest Man. It's the first UK Strongman event for this athlete as well, the Scottish champion, Luke Stoltman. Wayne Smith, 30 years old now, from Leicester, took this event call up at short notice. What type of form and fitness will he bring?
From England,
Mick Brown, the Yorkshireman, proud Yorkshireman, said he's looking forward to a real tear-up, and this event will provide a test. Daniel Gannon, 5th place in Ireland's Strongest Man. He too booking his place here at UK Strongest Man because of athletes who dropped out ahead of him. Kelvin Gardner changed his training, changed his diet in an effort to make the final this year after just missing out in 2012. And Simon Johnston, the Welsh champion, determined to get himself a podium finish here at UK Strongest Man. So a 10-meter course, 450 kilograms the load, and the whistle is gone. Over in lane 2 on the far side, Ben Kelsey has made a terrific start, blazing away from the rest of this field. Daniel Gannon going well, so too are Mick Brown and Wayne Smith. But away and clear is Ben Kelsey over in lane 2, streaking toward the finish line, where some athletes have yet to approach the halfway stage. Event done and dusted. Ben Kelsey the winner by a considerable distance. Now coming up in 2nd place as Kelsey continues to take the spoils is Daniel Gannon. Hurtling toward the finish line, can he get there, the Irishman? His mobility serving him very well indeed. One last effort to get over the finish, and he's done it. 2nd place for Daniel Gannon, but all trailed in the considerable wake of Ben Kelsey. We've passed the halfway stage of the 90-second time limit, and some of these athletes really beginning to struggle. Mick Brown bleeding from the nose. Immense pressure being applied by that 450 kilogram load. And the Yorkshireman in considerable distress. Over in lane number 3, Stoltman continuing to fight for all he's worth, being encouraged by Ben Kelsey, who finished an age ago. Simon Johnston putting a supreme effort forth as well. Put a good few strides together as we approach the 90-second time limit. Stoltman fighting to get it over the line, looks across and has called it a day. And there is the whistle to signal the end of the 90 seconds. Punishing event for everyone who took part, but Ben Kelsey was absolutely superb.
Mick, what can I say?
Well, come on, tell me.
Just so heavy, the pressure's unbelievable, hence nosebleed. Felt okay on the way down, the 2 were pretty good. But as you can see, my shoes got stuck.
Oh.
So I won't go in nowhere. Legs went to jelly. Just tip it, so I'll get my shoe.
Ben, phenomenal stuff. I mean, that you stormed it. It didn't even look like you were breaking a sweat.
It was pretty much as good as it was going to get. It was a great start. I was a little bit apprehensive going into this. This build is a 457 kilo yoke. It's heavier than I've ever lifted before. Didn't really know what to expect, however. Couldn't have really gone any better.
If that's the heaviest you've ever done, and you made that look easy. Is this because you're pulling out all the stops for this event, or just you?
Absolutely, this is one of my favourite events. I was determined to win this. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure all the other guys, even guys in the other group like Eddie Hall, know that I'm here for a battle. So I'm not directly competing against Eddie at the moment, but he'll have seen that.
Well, absolutely, and you know what? You just nailed that, and you've just sent a message for the whole competition. Ed Hall is coming through.
So a terrific marker laid down by Ben Kelsey after the opening event in Group B, the Railway Walk Super Yoke. A terrific display, winning by a considerable distance. He's the leader after one event.